ब्लास्ट के कारण आसपास की कुछ गाड़ियां और कुछ मार्ग पर जा रहे लोग भी इंजर्ड होने के समाचार हैं। प्राथमिक सूचना जो मिली है उसमें कुछ लोग हताहत भी हुए हैं। ब्लास्ट की सूचना आते ही 10 मिनट में दिल्ली क्राइम ब्रांच, दिल्ली स्पेशल ब्रांच की टीमें स्पॉट पर पहुंची है। NSG और NIA की टीम FSL के साथ अभी गहन जांच करने का शुरू किया है। आसपास के स्थान के सभी CCTV कैमरा और बाकी सब चीज़ों की जांच के आदेश दे दिए हैं। मेरी CP दिल्ली से भी बात हुई है, स्पेशल ब्रांच के इंचार्ज से भी बात हुई है। CP दिल्ली और स्पेशल ब्रांच के इंचार्ज स्पॉट पर मौजूद हैं। हम सभी संभावनाओं को तराश रहे हैं और सभी संभावनाओं को ध्यान में रखकर इसकी गहन जांच की जाएगी। सभी ऑप्शन की तुरंत जांच होकर नतीजा जो आएगा जांच हम जनता के सामने रखेंगे। मैं कुछ ही देर में स्पॉट पर भी जा रहा हूं और अस्पताल में भी मैं तुरंत जाऊंगा।
So those are the Home Minister saying no possibility being ruled out. I just want to go into some of the experts joining me for a moment for their quick reactions to what we just heard. Dr. Tara Karta is former Director, National Security Council Secretariat. Shashikant, former DGP Punjab. Shankar Bidri, former DG and Inspector General of Police, Karnataka. Prakash Singh, former DGP UP, is also joining us. I appreciate all of you joining us at this moment. Your first reactions to what we've heard. There is no crater there. There are no wires that have been found. Does that suggest in the initial instance, Dr. Karta, that this may not necessarily be a blast, certainly not caused by RDX, but could be a low intensity device, but clearly uncertain as to what has caused it?
From what you said just now, Rajdeep, it doesn't, I seem to think that this could be an explosive which was being taken somewhere else. You know, that is the only thing, because given the series of other incidents which have occurred recently, including the airport, the Indira Gandhi airport attack, you know, the spoofing attack, there are far too many nasty things happening. So if
if it was a major blast involving RDX, then there should have been, or a high explosive device. Should there not have been a crater or some other elements that would suggest it?
No, you don't. Cratering could happen when you have a deliberate blast which is aimed at a particular place. This, if he's taking a small amount of explosive in a car, you know, I mean, we're talking of some kind of a bomb which is like those pressure cooker bombs, you remember, when we had them earlier. Things like that, when you're transporting them, they can definitely cause a problem.
Okay.
But like he said, let's not at the moment. I don't see our neighbor getting into any kind of trouble here. They are in their own.
I'm not even making that leap of faith.
Let's not go there.
Okay, I'm not even suggesting that, even though, remember, we are being told security also now being tightened in some of the border areas. I'm joined at this moment also by Yashovardhan Azad. Mr. Azad, your first reactions to what you have seen. I'll come to each of you. Quick comments from you first.
Well, it's a terrible incident to have taken place. Delhi police has ruled out any kind of a terror blast so far. But being a police officer, let me say there are three things I would point out. One is that it happened between the two temples. It happened near the metro station opposite Red Fort. Something had taken place there, 2001, something very, very significant. The NSG has gone, is collecting all the materials. The incident is there in front of us from what has happened in Faridabad. And lastly, the forensics are there on the spot. This kind of a blast which takes place, the only other alternative I can think of could be a cylinder blast or a battery blast. But could that be to such an extent that damage can be caused? I'm technically not proficient to say anything.
Right. Because,
But
at the moment, no craters, no nails, no wires. Prakash Singh, your first reaction, sir, to what you've heard. The government also being extremely cautious before suggesting by any means that this could be a terror blast, even though the Home Minister is not ruling out any possibility.
Radip, government is being very cautious, and that is understandable. But I would say, in one sentence, history repeats itself. Delhi has been witness to similar blasts by terrorists in the past, and there has been lately been some kind of a complacency, and government has been repeatedly harping on this fact that there has been no terror incident for so many years, and this and that. But we know that terror modules are active at different places. Maybe this one was not detected. And the fact that there was no big crater does not eliminate the chance of this being a terror attack, because there are all kinds of people who are involved in it, and some may be having a small TNTs, and some may be having very powerful explosives. So it's just a question of, but kindly remember that 10 people have died and 24 have injured. That by itself makes it a major incident. So I think it's only a question of time that government would come to realize and acknowledge that this is a terror attack.
You seem to suggest it's a terror attack, but Shankar Bidri, it's interesting, just the point that Prakash Singh made. The government has been saying, look, during the last 11 years, unlike during the UP years, A years, we didn't see these kind of blasts, not in our metros. Most of the terror attacks in the last 11 years have taken place in the Kashmir Valley. There was an incident which took place in Bengaluru, near a coffee shop, if I recall, a couple of years ago. Your first reactions, though, do you believe that it is premature at the moment to even suggest that this is a terror attack?
This is the 14th similar attack after the Pulwama incident of 14th February 2019. I presume from the whatever information is available so far in public domain, that is after 2 hours and 20 minutes after the incident, I presume that it is a terrorist attack only. But only one thing is that it is an accidental blast, because 3 persons, according to the information available, 3 passengers were there in the car. It is a IED they were carrying. Either it may be accidental or it may be suicide bombers type people who have caused the explosion, with utter disregard to their lives. So one thing, it is too early to come to a conclusion. One thing is sure, it is a terrorist attack, and another thing is that these.
Okay, I'm going to be more cautious, Mr. Bidri, to say, I know you're saying with some confidence it's a terror attack. I still want to hear that from the government before I say that at the moment on air. But because it is extremely sensitive to suggest. Remember, the government has said in the past, and any act of terror, particularly if it's seen as something where Pakistan is seen to have a role, will be seen as an act of war. So let's not even go down. At the moment, we do not even know, whether it's a terror attack. It could be one. We don't know whether which specific group is responsible. Is it some kind of a sleeper cell, as we saw in the early 2000s? Remember, Sarojini Nagar, places in and around Delhi in those days, markets were particular targets. There are similarities, but I'll come to you, sir. Sashikant, former DGP Punjab, you want to give your opening comment on this?
Yes, sure thing. Okay, let's call it a curious case of Delhi blast. Because I also wouldn't like to jump on any conclusion. Let's wait what Delhi police says. But again, it's obvious that the blast has taken place. Okay, there is no crater, there are no nails, there are no wires, all those things are not fine. Possible, God knows, that they were carrying out this particular thing to stuff it with nails and whatever it is to cause maximum damage. Don't know. Police investigation will tell. Maybe they were trying to do something more sinister, like the gentleman Bidri has said, that possibly a suicide kind of thing. God knows. I'll just keep my fingers crossed.